Well, it's time to belly up to the bar and see what's on tap at Brews with Brian. Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Brews with Brian, a craft beer review podcast here on the Loaded Sports Network. Another amazing episode last week. We had the Brews with Brian bar trivia that we will get the answer to on this episode. Let's start it off good again, guys. Moon Pie Stout. Who don't love a moon pie, especially down here in Alabama? Part of the working man's lunch. Moon Pie Stouts from Naked River Brewing in Chattanooga, Tennessee. And it's been one of my most sought after beers I've ever heard about. And when my local package store, Southern Package, finally got it, I had to get it. It comes in a 4-pack. Fantastic. We'll talk about it right here in a minute. But like I said, I've known about this beer for some time. I would see it online and other people talking about it. The only problem was nobody around me carried it. And that all changed about 6 months ago or so. As I mentioned before, my local package store that I shop put on their social media that they had it, and I rushed out and grabbed it. I think 2 4-packs of it. And cracking this thing open and pouring it into a glass, again, like I said last week, like you should do with all craft beers, it just makes it better. You get more aroma and all that. The first thing you see is that it's silky black, about a finger worth of fluffy white head, and then the aroma starts off, and it's undeniable. It's straight up moon pie. I mean, you get heavy chocolate, vanilla, cookie breadiness, hints of coconut and caramel. The smell is just absolutely fantastic. One of the best smelling beers I've ever had. But again, the reason you're listening to this, man, how's it taste? Tell us, Brian. We want to know. So, tasting this beer, it brings heavy caramel to start, followed by slight brown sugar, then graham cracker. You get the vanilla or marshmallow flavor, slight roasted malt, and a finish of moon pie. I mean, it's a liquid moon pie, and it's just amazing. And I just can't describe it any better than that. You just think of a moon pie blended up, in a glass, and it's one of the best beers I've ever had. The mouthfeel is very thin, but slick and very roasty, as you would expect with a stout. It's going to be roasty no matter what. And a mild alcoholic warming. So you're going to get a warming sensation from it for sure. But overall, this thing's amazing. It is really like drinking a liquid moon pie. I mean, you owe it to yourself to find this beer and try it. You really do. If you enjoy beer, you enjoy craft beer, stouts, moon pies in general, this is the beer for you. I mean, tying this into sports, this beer makes me think of hockey. A stout, you think of a heavy beer, it's going to have some warmingness to it from the alcohol. Hockey's the sport for this beer. And you know what they say, guys? They often say that moon pie is for the working man. Well, Moon Pie Stout from Naked River Brewing Company is the working man's reward. This is what the working man gets at the end of the week. He gets his check and he gets this thing right here, and it's fantastic. But guys, let's check in with Bill. We've seen him the last couple of weeks. Let's see what he thinks. Of course, here he is every week pouring a beer into the Brews with Brian mug. All right, Bill gave his approval. He loves this beer just like everybody else, and if you're smart, you'll love it too. So we'll check in with Bill next week. Thank you, Bill. We'll see you later, bud. But here we are, the Brews with Brian bar trivia, week 2. The answer from last week: how many balls are in a pool set? 16 balls are in a pool set. So if you got it right, get yourself a pat on the back. Maybe we'll start doing surprises later on. But right now, just give yourself a hearty pat on the back. But the question for this week, what is the diameter of a standard dartboard? Think about it. We all play darts. We all go to these breweries and bars and stuff. They always have dart boards. But do you know the diameter of a standard dart board? Well, we'll come back next week with the answers on that one. But guys, we're gonna wrap this one up real quick. Appreciate everybody for listening. The show continues to grow each and every week. Don't forget to share and like on our YouTube and all of our podcast spots. Tell your friends if they enjoy drinking beer, maybe they'll enjoy me talking about it. But guys, remember, here at Brews with Brian, knowledge is always on tap.